A historic day in the NASCAR Nationwide Series as the inaugural running of the Indy 250 went green with a bit of a sluggish start by our pole sitter. And we've seen a lot of action so far. Frustration for some, little gardening for others, and a lot of finger pointing. Fans, remember to check out Race Buddy. It's enhanced coverage for the select Nationwide Series races. With more cameras than ever, log on to NASCARNationwideSeries.com/Race Buddy. Right now, Kyle Busch is looking to put the 30 a lap down. James Buescher running in 34th position. Now in second place is Brad Keselowski, but he has now fallen back by 1.7 seconds. Doc, what are you hearing?
Well, Marty, Roger Penske didn't win 15 Indianapolis 500s without being ahead on strategy and thinking ahead. And I would not be surprised. I haven't said much on the radio, but just from watching what's happening in the pits, I think these guys are about to roll the dice and maybe pit in 3 or 4 laps, put tires on it, top it off in fuel, then they can go to lap 70 for one final stop. Maybe play the fuel mileage game, allow a road course, and maybe tighten up that 22 a little bit, but try to get ahead of the strategy, even though they're far from needing to come on the pit road.
Well, you can pull that off because it's not going to cost you a whole lot, because if the caution would come out, he makes a pit stop and the caution comes out, he'll still be on the lead lap. Everybody pits, guess who's the leader? Brad Keselowski. That's a good gamble right there.
We're looking at the best battle on the racetrack right now. That is Ty Dillon in 6th. Elliott Sadler, as we're on board with him himself.
I was getting ready to say, it's not really a gamble. It's actually just good strategy.
That was the 22 radio we heard saying pitting this time. So, Doc, it looks like it's going to happen.
That means they can go about 33 laps, and they're going to pit. They're going to divide it up here. It's about 65 to go. They're going to make that stop.
Elliott Sadler's really been working hard here. He's obviously trying to stay off of Ty Dillon, but really working hard. He's beating him through the corner. He's getting beat a little bit down the
all the way down here.
Here comes the 22.
55 miles an hour, and it seems like an eternity when you go down this long pit lane.
4 tires. I'm going to get you a round down on the track bar. Should take all of 1 can of gas.
Let's take it down to Doc.
You heard the instructions, 4 tires and track bar. The reason for the track bar, the car getting a little bit free going in and coming up off the corner. And it is very fast on a straightaway. Again, here's the fuel gamble. They pit now. You can go to lap 70 on fuel. And if they have to come in, then they'll be at the front of the field when everyone else makes their pit stop. Marty?
All right, Doc, they complete the 4 tires. The left side is on, and he's back out, 14.5 seconds.
Yeah, like I said, they can probably go 33 to 35 laps on that tank of fuel, and that'll give them a cushion on that green white checker. Look at this. Kyle Busch trying to get that car. Whoa.
And Kyle Busch comes in the very next
Starts 4 pins to 0, so we're okay here.
And he has got to go a long way down to his pit box. And the 18 is also in, Vince.
Denny Hamlin with the same issue. A little bit too free on entry. It's going to be a 4-tire change and a chassis adjustment. Doc?
Likewise, the 54 of Kyle Busch. It's monkey see, monkey do. They realized what was happening with the 22 and others. Why not do it themselves? They're going to top it off with snow-filled fuel. Go ahead and put 4 tires. They have not put laps on yet. Slight air pressure for Kyle, and he's away.
See, at this point, Kyle has to make that pit stop, because if the caution would happen to fly, he's the one in trouble if he stays on the track. Once he gets on pit road and gets off, right now he's good. You're not going to let somebody get a leg up on him right now. He's got the best car.
So he comes back out. He'll re-enter the fray on the backstretch. Here comes the 51 of young Ty Dillon, the 20-year-old, down pit lane. 2 other cars coming in as well. That's Kurt Busch and Joey Logano. Let's send it down to Mike Massaro.
Earlier in the race, Ty Dillon said he was a little bit loose on entry. They made several adjustments on that first stop. The car has been much better, but he says they still need to be much more free in the center. A 4-tire change
We got a
expected
crash on the
Ty
track.
Dillon, and
Sorry,
trouble
Mike.
on the racetrack. Danica Patrick in the wall.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Mike, but yes, you're right. Danica Patrick hard into the wall.
Got into there.
The 98 of Reed Sorensen also there.
I can't drive it.
So Danica's return to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is not going to end anywhere close to what she was hoping.
That car is torn all to pieces.
So slammed the wheel and caught it right in the middle of it.
Yeah, it looked like Reed Sorensen and Danica were involved here.
Let's go back and show you exactly what happened. They were battling for 14th.
Well, so she didn't have anybody to blame but herself on that one. She just got in the back of Reed Sorensen.
Tried to go to the outside, but Reed comes back across and collects her and hard into the wall.
Got into a wreck there. Hold on. 98 backed the corner up and got into there.
A couple of good hard
Got it pretty good
contacts.
there, Tony Jr.
Here's another look.
All bets are off when the car in front of you sideways.
Yeah, I don't know if Reed Sorensen got out of the throttle and surprised her with that, but it looked like, you know, she could see the closing rate on it, but just got into the back of the 98.
There's Danica climbing out of the car. And as we said, that was a battle for 14th. That was the highest that she had been running. She started 20th in this race. Pit road is closed right now. This is going to shake up quite a few strategies, isn't it, Andy?
Well, it's definitely going to shake up Casey Canes. He didn't get off the track and make that pit stop. You'll see how this works out now. As this caution fell, and those other cars did make those stops, get back out on the lead lap. They don't have to make a pit stop here. And with these other guys make the pit stops, they'll just right back to the front.
Let's go back to this crash involving Reed Sorensen and Danica Patrick. Here's Reed's radio.
We never hit the wall, but she killed us on the right side there, John. All the damage came from her hitting us there. Let's look at it.
And you can see the damage there on the right side. He's trying to make his way back around to pit lane.
Yeah, car's torn up pretty good.
Let's go back and show you another view.
Kind of pictures speak for themselves.
Yeah, she was just into the back of the 98. Got him extremely loose as he tried to correct it. Danica tried to go to the high side. More contact.
And Travis Pastrana just slips past the 98 there.
Yeah.
That's what's left of the 7. So we are under our second caution. But the first as a result of contact on the racetrack here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So we have completed 40 of the 100 laps. And all those cars that did not stop before are now going to have to make the stop here under the caution and then hope for a break. A little luck involved. Pits are going to be open this time by, so it is going to be a long road for a few of these guys.
That's going to be a big break for Kurt Busch. He was able to make that stop and get back out on the lead lap also.
Yep.
It's going to be huge for him, yes.
He's going to steal a lot of track position. He can be in front of all these cars coming down pit road.
Led by Casey Kane.
Kurt Busch's car was actually running pretty fast.
Yeah, he had like one of the top 3 fastest cars. Dave?
Andy Paul Menard made up all the positions he lost on pit road for that lockup and then some. The car is so good, they're just going to change 4 tires, fill it with Sunoco fuel, make no chassis adjustments. Mike?
Since a series of adjustments on the last pit stop, Elliott Sadler's been pretty content with his race car. No significant adjustments here, just 4 tires and Sunoco race fuel. Doc?
Former Indy 500 winner Sam Warney said the car is better, but a little bit tight. Chassis adjustment, 4 tires, top it off with Sunoco fuel. Behind him, the end of pit road, Casey Kane. One of the piece of tape on the grill. 4 tires and get it full of fuel. He will lose at least 2 or 3 spots putting the tape on and changing tires. Guys?
And you can see the race off pit road for those cars that did come in for the stop, and picking up 2 spots. Paul Menard losing 2. Casey Kane. Ryan Scott also picked up 2. So we'll sort it all out for you as they continue the cleanup here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway after contact between Danica Patrick and the 98 of Reed Sorensen. The ESPN original documentary series returns with a captivating account of Brazilian Formula One sensation Ayrton Senna, following his struggles on and off the track from his rise to global fame to his tragic end. An ESPN original documentary, Senna, tomorrow at 10 on ESPN 2. The 1 car, Kurt Busch, has made it back to pit road after losing fire on the backstretch here after 43 of 100 laps. We're getting closer to halfway in the inaugural running of the nationwide race, and there he is back on his pit box. And
Yeah,
this
Does the master connect and everything look right?
It's devastating. They've made up,
Look at the terminals.
put themselves in a great position to make up about 15 spots. They were going to line up somewhere around the top 5.
He has already lost 2 laps.
Played the strategy perfect. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's related to the contact or not, but they don't have any. Looks like they don't have any ignition, no fire at all.
Still cleaning up the track. And Dave Burns has caught up with Danica Patrick.
Yeah, she's just been released from the infield care center. Marty, Danica, how are you feeling, and what happened out there?
I'm fine. It's just unfortunate for our day. It's a big race, it's a big weekend, and it's a track I would have loved to have done well at. But we were just trying to pick them off one by one, and Tony made the car better on that second run, and we just got shuffled back on that restart there. Just picked the wrong line and got shuffled back. So, I don't know what happened. I got into the center of the corner and got pretty close, and I might have tapped him. I'm not sure. He was pretty slowing it down quite a bit. So, just I didn't mean to take him out. I don't know if he's still going or not, but I'm sorry if I did anything. I was trying to go around him, and when I went around him, I think he hooked right maybe or something like that. Just a bummer. There was plenty of racing left to try and work with. So what are you gonna do?
You mentioned the changes that Tony made. He called it a big swing. Was there a sense that you could actually race the car now instead of chasing it around this place?
Well, I felt like I could definitely start to get a little closer and pass some people, and it was better through the center of the corner, so that was good. Still a little tight on the exit, so I guess if he took a big swing, we were pretty darn tight. So I just feel really bad. Everybody works really hard, and we just, I haven't been able to get the finishes for the team that they deserve, so hopefully I can start doing that.
Not her day at the Brickyard today, but glad she's all right, guys.
10th time this year a caution has flown with the 7 car involved. Not all of them her fault, but she gets swept up in this one, and she said she wasn't sure that she tapped him, but she tapped him. So the cleanup continues. We'll show you one more look as we head to break.
Yeah, into a wreck there.